what was the best part for me, Ray, was that the no that you got was half of the salary that you got.
I think.
Talk about that, man, because seriously, it's people that are gonna see this,
mm-hmm.
and they're equating the no that they got at an entry level
mm-hmm.
to their value, and they're like, I'm not worth it. I don't have what it takes. Alright guys, so thanks for tuning in to episode 29 of the Sweet and Sour TED Talk. This is Consult Lemonade's channel, and I'm excited to be here with, I would say Cowboy Carter, Beyonce of Tech, Glow Rilla, but we call her Glow Cyber. To her family and friends, she is affectionately known as Reya, and we're obviously her friends and family as well. And so Reya Adams, she is a legend around these parts. She connected with our organization about 2 or 3 years ago, 2 years ago, and it has just been rocking it. And so she drove. Did you drive or did somebody drive you?
I drove.
You just drove this time. Okay, all right. So she drove, from the estates of where she currently resides up here to have a conversation with us today and just share her journey because, as much as the glow up is present, she really has a journey and a story that I really think the world needs to know about. I've been in the room with you and I've seen people hear your story and they're like, I want to be like Reya. And to be quite honest, my hair appointment is tomorrow. So I will be like Reya tomorrow. I'm just teasing. All right, Reya. So let's have a little fun today. For those of you that are new to the podcast, my name is Tiara Lathan. I'm a loving, authentic, powerful woman. I'm a greatness advocate. I get to serve as a co-founder alongside my amazing husband, Wally Lathan, here at Consult Lemonade, where we are transforming lives, underrepresented talent, one generation at a time, one person at a time, restoring families, one tech job at a time. All right, Ray, let's get into it. Girl, where you get your lip gloss from? First question off the break.
I got from Mac.
Oh yeah, I don't even know. Is that a store?
Like the Mac store, like Mac lip gloss.
I don't know. I go to Bath and Body Works. It's the same one every one that I go to. But Reya, before we go any further with the lip gloss, if you could kindly introduce yourself, who are you? What are some of the things that, make you you?
Well, my name is Reya Adams. I'm currently an application developer at AWS, and I've been there full-time for 6 months now. And I also did an internship with them as well, so it's been over a year since I first started with them, but 6 months since I've been full-time. So, yeah.
Okay. And so before we get into what you do at your job, let's kind of rewind just a little bit, okay? And so your hair is fly. So I know fly hair runs in the family. Talk a little bit about your family dynamics, where you come from. Because when I met you, it was like esthetician, glow up cosmetology, weaveologist. Talk about it.
Yeah, basically all of my family knows how to do hair. Like my mom, my sisters, we all know how to do hair. My younger sister, she does hair full time. She has a full time business. Shout out to Tori. She's in Atlanta now. So
okay.
If you're in Atlanta, go to her.
Okay.
And then
she do lashes too?
No, she doesn't do lashes.
Okay.
Well, actually, she does, but she doesn't do it anymore.
Okay, I got you. Okay.
Yeah. So we just come as a background. We've always just been in that beauty space. So, I'll always feel connected to that space regardless of what I'm doing, and I'll always love it. But I knew that wasn't what I wanted to do as a career.
Okay.
And I kind of found like a passion in the tech space, and that's kind of how I got started. I started from selling hair and selling wigs and stuff.
For real?
Yes.
Okay.
And I needed a website to sell the hair, so I literally just looked up how to build a website and built it myself, and I realized this is fun.
You enjoy building websites?
I enjoy it a lot.
All right, so let's talk a little bit about that. Were you using GoDaddy, Wix? Did you build it from scratch? Did you use WordPress, which people obviously hacking? We won't go talk about that right now.
I actually I was like working with both Wix and Shopify.
Okay. Okay.
But I feel like I didn't really like Wix as a website, so I kind of like Shopify more.
Okay.
But that was like kind of like my intro to coding, because I was like, I was trying to like finesse my way without, you know, having to pay for like themes and stuff to make it look like how I wanted. So like I had to like manually code it, and then I was like, oh, this is fun. Like, I like this.
So you were manipulating the code, so you didn't have to pay the bread to get the website to do what you wanted it to do. I'm just saying it's the truth though.
It sounds like I'm trying to hack, but no. I was just, you know, looking up ways to, you know, make it how I want it to look and act and respond to things without having to just pay for a bunch of stuff.
Okay, and that sparked the interest where you were like, dang, I like creating. But you went from creating like hairstyles, which you were accustomed to creating websites. Okay, so tell us a little bit more about how did it go further than websites? Were there other things that you started to, you know, notice or see? I wonder how this works.
I realized I was just curious in general, and I love researching and learning how to do stuff. And like from learning websites, I kind of learned like I like knowing how to hack into stuff too. And
so you a hacker though, but you just told the people that you wasn't a hacker, and now you come to say
I'm not a hacker. If anything, I'm an ethical hacker.
Oh, okay. You a saved hacker.
Nothing illegal.
Hacker that knows the Lord. I got you. Okay.
But I definitely realized like I like, you know, I don't know, I just like, you know, figuring out what's going on behind the scenes on the internet.
Okay.
I like
pulling the thread out. Yeah. I got you. So an ethical hacker with blonde hair. I'm hit. I got it. So you adjust this Shopify website to make it do what you want it to do, and you're selling hair. Now let's talk about how you ended up discovering Consult Lemonade. Were you selling hair? Like, I'm teasing.
By the time I found Lemonade, after I kind of realized I wanted to get into tech, I went back to school, because during the time I was selling hair, like I was out of school, I didn't really know what I wanted to do from there, and I was just trying different things, trying to see what I actually really liked doing.
Okay.
So after like I realized like, okay, I really love tech, I went back to school to major in computer science.
Ooh.
And
That's odd to go from like hair to computer science. That's a major.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I started out wanting to go to biology. That's a whole different story.
Okay, so it's in you.
Yeah,
the digging and understanding how things work.
I've always liked STEM, but yeah, I realized like biology wasn't the way I wanted to go, so like I had to figure out like, and tech was the route.
I got you.
So
I don't want you to feel alone. I was a science obsessed kid. So I wanted to do the baking soda and the vinegar.
Yeah.
You know, put the species under the microscope. I was that kid. I also was the kid that thought she was in Oregon Trail, and I don't know if you heard of Oregon Trail before. That was probably like before you was born.
Yeah.
Okay. But you know, I had seen these like movies where you could make fire out of sticks. So for years, I would try in the backyard in Baltimore County to make, you know, fire out of sticks. This was my STEM progression. I don't know if this is relative, but I just wanted you to know that you weren't alone in shifting from science to tech. Okay. All right, back to you, Ray. So you're not obviously rubbing sticks together to make fire. Science, now tech. Okay, you went back to school.
So yeah, went back to school. So by the time I kind of found Lemonade, I was like going into my last semester of school. But because like my college journey was kind of like chopped up, I never got a chance to do like an internship. Okay. So I didn't have any experience, especially not in tech. Okay. Like I've only had like customer service experience in like hair. So I didn't have
8 down. You said 8 down.
Okay.
I'm so sorry to the producers. I'm so sorry. All right, all right, and we're back. All right, come on, Ray.
So, around the time, like, I didn't have any experience on paper of like working at a company in tech.
Yeah.
So I was like applying to different jobs like that I wanted, cause I was also watching like a lot of videos like, oh, if I want to get in tech, I need to get like a help desk job, or I need to have all this experience, or I need to have the best portfolio.
Oh yeah.
And I'm just like,
that's what they tell you.
This is a lot, like.
Yeah.
So I was kind of like, I would apply to different places, then I would just like read a description. I'm just like, they're not even gonna look at mine, so I'm not even gonna try it and apply. I like,
wow.
And it was a lot of like jobs I was interested in, and I was just like, I'm not even gonna waste my time because I don't have any experience.
Yeah.
So I was applying to a lot of jobs that were like, they weren't exactly what I wanted to do, but they were like considered entry level tech jobs or like IT jobs. And I kept getting like interviews for them. Like it would be like a help desk or like support. And I'll get interviews, but they'll just be like, oh, okay, you know what you're doing, but you don't have any experience. You don't have enough experience.
Always.
So I'm just like, okay. And right at the time the first Lemonade event I came to was the IT and Cyber, Intro to IT and Cyber.
So October.
Yeah, it was October.
Yeah.
So it was like probably like a week before that event, I had gotten an interview with this this company. It wasn't a tech company, but it was an IT role. Okay. And the role in itself was like, at the time, was like, it was really good to get. It would be like it wasn't exactly what I wanted to do, but I didn't need a bunch of experience for it, and it would give me a way in. Yeah. So I was really hoping I would get this job, and the pay was a lot better than what I was making at the time. So I'm like,
what was you making at the time? People need to know, because we don't have to tell them what you make now, but we need to understand how you started from the bottom and now you're here.
I think at the time I wasn't working. I was working part-time at Crumble, and I was making probably like, I think $15 an hour, and I probably like worked 1 or 2 days a week. So I wasn't really.
Oh yeah, that was tough.
Yeah. So I was just like, this job would be like, okay, a steady paycheck, like steady hours, all of that. Like, this is okay.
We go from crumbs to bread.
Yeah, basically. So, because I was working a better job like earlier in the year, but I knew it was like call center.
Oh yeah.
And I hated it. It was remote, and that was the only good thing about it. I hated working in the call center, so I kind of left it. And then while I was trying to finishing school, figure it out, I was just like, I'm gonna work at Crumble. Okay. So I was really hoping like, okay, I really need this job. And the lady, like, you could tell she liked me, but she had like people above her. Okay. They wanted experience, so and they kept like, it was like a lot of back and forth with that job. Yeah. So, just like, so I went to the Intro to Cyber. Yeah. And I feel like that was kind of like a big wake up call that like, wow, I need, like, I really want to be in the tech space. Like, this is really what I want to do. And I kind of just like seeing so many people that look like me in this space, like telling me like how they got into it, and you know, just telling me like about tech, their experience with tech. It kind of really was just like, it solidified like, this is where I want to be. That's like good. This is what I want to do. So it kind of just relit the fire in me in a way. So I went to the AWS event that we had. We went to the Skill Center, towards the Skill Center. I was like, oh, this is like, I was just,
it's lit.
I was in heaven. Like, I loved it. And I toured the data center.
That was my favorite part.
Touring the data center, it was so cool. Like, I was like, I'm getting closer. So, but it was still kind of like something in me that just didn't, I wasn't all the way confident in my ability and my experience. So I was still kind of hesitant to like apply for the jobs I really wanted. And it wasn't until like, I went to a couple events after that, you know, like worked on my resume, talked to different people, and it was like I was slowly like building the confidence, but it was like, we had that one event, it was a resume workshop. Yeah. And came over and you were looking at my resume and you're like, why don't you have a job or something like that? You're just like, you were just like, there's no reason why you shouldn't have a job or something like this, something like that. And I feel like that kind of just gave me a lot of the confidence that I didn't have in that moment.
That's good.
Like, that kind of just told me, like, okay, if someone like you is telling me, like, you should have a job, then, like, you should really kind of believe in yourself.
That's
like,
good, right?
That you can actually get into this space.
That's good.
So I was still kind of applying. I would get interviews here and there. I think the turnaround, another thing, it was another event. It was, I think it was
the career prep.
Yeah, the career prep event. It was like the interview prep. And I just remember you talking about, like, it was something about, like, just keep getting no's until you get that yes.
100%.
Like, just keep getting the no's. Mm-hmm. And it was crazy because literally the next day is when I got my interview. Well, like, they said, like, they sent me a technical exam, like an online exam, for the job that I have now. And it was just like, okay. I was just like, I kept getting all these no's. Yeah. I got my yes. Like, and then from there, like, you were kind of like with me through that process, like helping me prepare for the interviews and just getting me more comfortable, because that was one thing I was like terrified about with interviews. So
Reya was over prepared. She had like every possible, configuration of her resume. She had an answer for everything.
Yeah,
that
I had
somebody would ask.
So many versions of my resume.
Oh my gosh, man!
I had so many answers prepared.
Oh my goodness!
Because I think I just had like a little bit of PTSD of like when
I will concur.
Yeah,
it was definitely stressful, and you touched on something really powerful that people miss out on, because the stat is 92% of people quit after the fourth no. So it starts out at like 22%, then 14%, then 12%, then like 8%. And I don't know if these percentages are adding up like they're supposed to yet, or maybe it's 42%. But the point is, the percentages, it's true. After 4 no's, 92% of people have quit. And so that next opportunity could be the yes, and people don't keep going. Yeah. And it's hard to hear no. We hear no's when it comes to grants, to partnerships and opportunities. So, we got it. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. So I get it. It's tough to hear a no, but we applaud you for keep pushing. You kept pushing, and there you go. You said the next day. So the next day you get a call. Yeah. You ready for your interview?
The next day, next week, something like that. Okay. Like right around the time.
Okay. And how was that process? So you're preparing, and then talk about interview 1, 2, and then you got your offer letter.
So I actually had 2 different jobs. Like, I had put in 2 different separate applications. One was for Amazon, one was for AWS at the same time. So I was doing interview prep for both those interviews at the same time.
I remember.
And one of them I had to do like a coding interview, and then there was like a technical portion. So I was just studying like every day. I had so many notes, like so many scenarios ready for
on a computer with no camera.
Yeah,
I remember that. Oh man.
Yeah.
Glow up. Hashtag glow up. I don't know if you can hashtag in the YouTube channel, but come on. All right, talk about it.
But yeah, so it was definitely like, also just like working with you, like doing the prep, like that just got me more comfortable of like talking about my experience, because it was just, I was so like, I just had it, I was nervous, and I just had it somewhere deep in my mind, like, I don't have the experience they want. So it's just like, how can I?
All right, so let's talk about 2 things. We're going to talk about how you felt when you got the offer letter. But I want to talk about the rejection that you got before that, because the same company that you're at, then they deny you for
they actually denied me a couple times for different jobs.
Talk about it, because they denied me one time. I ain't been back. Okay.
They actually, because after like the data center event, like they kept, like I was getting a lot of jobs for like jobs in the data center, and it was like still IT, but still wasn't exactly what I wanted.
Mm-hmm.
Which, looking back, I'm so glad I didn't get them because I love what I'm doing now.
Absolutely.
So it's like that's just one, like what's for you is meant for you. Because I got a couple different no's from that company.
So you got a couple no's.
Yeah.
From the same company, working in a data center.
Yeah.
And I won't say, we won't go there yet, but now you got your yes after all of these no's. And these data center roles are essentially entry level positions. They hire for L1, L2. It's challenging to get higher, a higher role in that particular lane.
Yeah. And
so you get the offer letter. And what did you see? Like, how did you feel when you opened up the email?
I was actually working. I think that was one of the days, like, I worked both jobs. Because I was working at Crumble and I was also working in a salon. I forgot to mention that. But I was working in a salon, too. And I think that was one of the days where I was working both. So, like, I got at Crumble probably, like, what time did we? I think it was, like, 6 in the morning. I worked there, like, for like 4 hours, and then I went to the salon like right after. So I think I got my offer letter as I was like preparing to leave Crumble. I was like packing up my stuff, and I just like picked up my phone, like I was gathering up my stuff, looked at my phone, and I seen I had an email, and I think it was like Amazon, whatever the email is. I clicked on it, and like my friend, she was a manager there. That's the reason why I was like working there. So I'm like, I'm not gonna say her name, but like, I'm like, oh my god, like, I got it. Like, I was so in shock. Like, I was preparing to just leave this job and go to the other job that I didn't really want to work at.
Yeah.
And I was just like, oh my gosh, I got it.
Yeah.
And then I was like, it was, I couldn't even process it. It was just a lot.
So here's a question everybody wants to know. Not how much it was the offer letter. Because they don't get to know that. We're going to play around with that number. Did you quit your job that day? Did you quit? Well, like, what job did you quit when you saw the offer letter come in on the email?
I didn't. Okay, that might have been my last day at Crumble, but
everything crumbled, huh?
I did work at the salon for like a month after because
Okay.
I still had to like,
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I gotta put it together. All right. So you got this offer letter. I remember you talked to me about it, and you was like, "This is it." We talked through some scenarios, and what was the best part for me, Reya, was that the no that you got was half of the salary that you got.
I think.
Talk about that, man, because seriously, it's people that are gonna see this, and they're equating the no that they got at an entry level to their value, and they're like, I'm not worth it. I don't have what it takes. And here you are, you like, I gotta know at a level 1 or a 2 level, but then I got a yes at like a 5.
Yeah.
Talk about it.
Yeah, definitely, because that first job I really wanted is like less than half.
Not even half, less than half.
Less than
This
half.
for the record, okay?
And I just, like, looking back, like, when I got the no for that entry-level job, I'm like, if I can't even get an entry, like, how am I going to get to where I really want to be? But really, instead of the no being like, you're not ready, it's more so you're actually worth more than what this is. Like, you are in a position where you could have gotten more. So, like, that no was like, no, this isn't for you. The yes was, this is for you.
That's good.
So
you have favor, girl. So look, we don't perform magic here at Consult Lemonade. In reality, we're using an age-old scripture of faith and works. And so I think what you demonstrated, I believe, is faith and works. And the works, if you ask me, is a combination of a few things. And so you kept hearing experience, right? And so even though you were working in a hair salon, making sure everybody was, EVE, bombshell, even though you were making sure people had their crumble cookies, I forget my favorite crumble cookie, but I'm trying to lose weight. So
I don't like any of them anymore.
Okay, girl, be healthy. But outside of that, you were doing projects, and you even work with our organization to do projects. Talk about that a little bit, Ray, because people don't understand how you can leverage skills that you don't get to use every day at a job to build those skills and add to your resume. So talk about some of those skills and how you would do different things, vulnerability assessments, and you know, you were independent research, whatever that title was that was made up. I'm sorry, it was translated well to fit the industry. Yeah.
So, yeah, definitely, like, I kept hearing, like, okay, I don't have the experience, so I'm like, okay, I'm gonna make some experience, so.
Ooh, that's so good. I'm gonna make some experience.
Yeah, so I was just like, I was just doing projects. For one, kind of trying to figure out exactly what I want to do, because I knew I liked tech, but there's so many different ways you can go. So I was just building stuff, like, I had nothing else better to do than to build stuff, so I'm just trying different things, watching different tutorials, like learning how to code, like doing like labs, like I knew I wanted to do something like security, so I was like learning how to hack into stuff, like how to, you know.
Hacking again, going to church and hacking, my God. That's me a shirt, Jesus and hacking. That'd be dope, actually.
That would.
My bad. Come back.
But yeah, like I was just doing different labs, just learning all the different like the industry tools, like what are people using, like what should I have experience in, and I kind of just took all of those projects and made my own portfolio, and like I made my own like custom website, which is a portfolio in itself, which that's like building your own website, that's a good project. A lot of companies like that. And just putting all the projects I had onto that website, so they can easily see, okay, they've done this, they worked with this, like. So, I've noticed like when I would go to interviews, they will always compliment my portfolio.
Excellent.
So, that's why I kept like, you know, just kept adding to it, just kept making it better, and with that, I was also learning with it. So, like going into my job, I had a lot of experience with things like some people didn't have experience with.
Right.
So it helped me regardless.
Yeah. So that's so good, because essentially what I hear you telling people is make your own experience. And if you've been working on a skill set, find a place to apply it, whether that's at a friend's hair salon, whether that's at a church, a nonprofit, a friend's business. Like there's things and IT related things that people can do to use those skills and get credit for that type of experience.
Even like my sister, she does hair, so I built her website, like her booking website and everything. I also like, there's a couple of other friends I had like who had businesses, and I just built their websites for them, and that gave me experience too, because it's actually like that is real world experience. You're actually building something for someone.
So Reya, when I don't remember telling you like, why aren't you hired yet or something like that, but hearing you kind of share your journey again, what I do hear is that oftentimes people come to the organization and they just don't know how to communicate their goodness. Yeah. Talk about that a little bit, because I feel like you literally just learn how to communicate the good that you are, the great that you already were.
Yeah, I think that's one of the things I've kind of gained experience from being a part of Lemonade was learning how to communicate in general, like just learning how to.
You didn't talk.
I just just learning in general, just being able to like talk about what I know how to do, like my interests, like being able to learn how to network and talk to people, like just sharing your story can get you so many opportunities, and just knowing people in general can get you access to things that most people don't even know about. So yeah, just learning how to just talk to people, communicate like what I'm doing, what I'm interested in, really helped a lot in my career journey as a whole.
So let's dream, because you came in and you're like, all right, I'm going for this job. Nothing wrong with this job, because you start from the bottom, and you know, you've heard it before multiple times. You know, our partners have to promise a 3-year growth to 100K or better, or they cannot be partners with us. If we're going to work to provide amazing talent that you can depend on, like somebody like a Glow Cyber, then you got to be able to show growth. Let's dream a little bit, Reya. So, L1, L2 positions you were targeting got denied. You know, God came through with the favor. You showed up with the works and the faith, and doubled what would have been expected at that role. You moved to one of the wealthiest counties, I think, in the United States of America. Not because it was like, let me go to the wealthiest, but you went relative to the location of your job.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, they provided a base salary, they provided a relocation,
Mm-hmm.
and they provided a sign-on bonus,
Mm-hmm.
and they provided a retention bonus.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and it was pretty good.
Yeah.
It was pretty good. I remember my parents' first house.
Mm-hmm.
In my parents' first house, would be very good if we had it in an investment portfolio right now.
Mm-hmm.
And when I saw your total comp, I was like, dang, it's worth more than my parents' first house. That was crazy to me. So let's dream a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And so I love how our conversation shifted a little bit. Because you went from like, I wouldn't say settling, but almost like you're scared of heights. I don't want to go too high.
Mm-hmm.
Reya was like, hey, I need to be at a quarter million base salary by this time next year. I was like, oh, okay. And I'm gonna do this in investment. Reya, talk about how your dream started to shape. Like, what were you then interested in? I'm so glad that you didn't get the car yet. Right?
Oh no, I didn't.
All right.
Yeah.
Just because you got the bread don't mean you got to spend the bread, but yeah. Which is why we have a finance coach. So I touch on that a little bit, but talk about your dreams.
Like my goal, like
yeah, how you were dreaming, like you got this new gig and you was like, oh my.
Yeah, I had kind of like a target salary I wanted to reach, like this year, and technically I would be there, so I realized I need to dream a little bit higher, because after like bonuses and everything, I would be there.
You're pretty good. Yeah.
So definitely that, and just like
no debt.
No.
Okay.
And then
okay.
Yeah. Well, I mean student loans. But
you gonna pay them off, or you gonna let somebody pay them off? I ain't gonna say no names on here. I don't want no problems. The nonpartisan podcast. Nonpartisan podcast.
That's to be figured out.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
But I definitely like investing a lot. Like investing. I learned how to trade years ago, but I didn't have any money to trade with, so I was just knowing how to do it with nothing to trade with. So definally like doing it.
Can you imagine? It's like learning how to braid, but you ain't got no hair.
Like I was like, I had like a little bit of like because like COVID during the time when we had like the what's it called, the stimulus checks. So
I didn't get that.
But yeah, I was just trading with that.
I think I got like $1.
But yeah, back then I was just trading those, and like I was actually making it pretty good. I didn't work for a whole year because I was doing that. So
oh shoot,
yeah,
teach me something with that.
I have to. I've been relearning because it's been like I stopped for a while.
Wow.
So I've been practicing.
We got some coaches now that are part of the team that have a background in that, and they've been trading heavy. Oh yeah. I can't. Yeah. Definitely gonna put you in touch because that's. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So with the finance part, and this is the last piece because it's not just about getting the money here. Like the point of getting the money is to have a better quality of life. People sometimes will criticize and say everything that we talk about is, $1 million to 6 figures. Yes, we're talking about it because the Bible says that money answereth all things. Like think about it. I really want us to think about this question. If money wasn't an issue, what could we focus on? If you ask people that you cared about that question, they will really think about it. Like, dang, if I didn't have to worry about paying any of these bills, the money came like clockwork, I would spend my money on what? Most people will say, spending time with their family.
Yeah.
Making the unit better, right? And so that's something that we teach here. It's not just about, getting the tech bag and keeping it, growing your career. Yeah, we want you to do all those things, but it's the finance part. It's the lifestyle, life coaching. What's your faith like? You said something. You said, I believe to this point. Now I got to stretch and believe even more for what you want next. So talk a little bit about the experience you had with some of the coaches here, particularly in the areas outside of tech, because it's evident you got the gig. Would you say that you got the job because God used Consult Lemonade to help you get the job?
Definitely so. I feel like if I didn't meet you guys, like I probably wouldn't be where I am now.
Wow.
Because it's just like everything kind of worked out how it should. Like.
You think you would have blonde hair? I'm teasing.
I don't know. Maybe.
I'm just teasing. I'm teasing, right? I'm teasing. All right, so talk about the outside of the coaching, the tech training, because we got hard skills, soft skills training. Talk about some of that stuff that complements the bag.
Yeah, definitely like finance coaching. Just learning a lot about money I didn't really know before. And just learning how to knowing how to spend my money, how to save it, invest it, and then like I also talked about how like future business ventures I would want to do, just kind of getting some advice on how to go about it, and that was just a really good thing to
take better care of your body now.
Yeah, that also that definitely lifestyle I was not taking care of myself, and just. That is something I learned this year heavily. My health is more important than anything. Yes. So definitely learning, and of course it's a process, but that's always that's kind of just been a main focus over everything. It's my health and wellness. And definitely got a lot of advice about that too while here.
So Reya, before I share some closing words. Is there anything that you would like to say to the organization, to the audience that's watching that's like, I heard about Consult Lemonade, am I sure I want to be a part? Tell them the tea. Tell them what's really good here.
I will always recommend Consult Lemonade, no matter what career you want to get into. It's just the atmosphere, the community, just everyone is just more like a family. It's not like, oh, we're just trying to get you in a tech job. We're not. It's not like they're here trying to make money off you, or just trying to we're gonna just put everyone in tech. It's not about that. It's about really just learning how to believe in yourself. Getting used to being a part of community, just talking to different people, learning and hearing their stories. Regardless of what you decide to do, if you want to pursue tech or not, I feel like anybody can really benefit from joining Consult Lemonade, no matter what career path you want to get into, because it's just, I don't know how to explain it, but it's once you attend an event, you kind of just feel it. It's just something you feel once you're in the atmosphere. It's different. It's not just some other networking event. It's definitely not that. I knew from the very first event I attended, this is where, these are people I want to be around. This is community, I can't even explain the word, but it was just wow. You just feel it once you come into the work. Definitely.
Well, Reya, I'm looking at you today and I'm like, you a grown woman. You a grown woman, you got grown bills. But more importantly, you're building a legacy. You're building a legacy for a family that's to come. So hope, somebody might see you on YouTube, be like, she's, I guess we shouldn't say that she's single or not. I guess we're not saying that publicly, because we don't want people chasing the bag. But anyway, you might discover, similarities or commonalities at a Consult Lemonade training. But nevertheless, I'm joking, partly. Reya, I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
We're so proud of you. Sincerely, you a grown woman out there. And just continue to put your best foot forward. Continue to grow. Put God first. He takes care of the rest. we can't take credit for the things that we've done. All we did was say yes, and God aligned who He wanted to, put in our path and vice versa. And so, once CL family, always CL family. So from the bottom of my heart, Wally's heart, and the rest of us, we love you. And we are so proud of you. Yeah.